We back in this thing, man. Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. Back with a brand new video for y'all, man. Today I got 7 traits that will make women chase you. And when I say chase, I don't mean it in a desperate way at all. All I mean is that these traits are going to make women invest and put in more effort to try to get your attention. That's all I mean by that. Before I get into it, though, make sure y'all check out my other page, Wolf and Pooch. I'm going to put the link in the description box. And then at the end of the video, if I put you on any type of way, put you on some game, help you out, hit that like button, man. And then subscribe. It's free. All right, so let's get to it. One trait that's going to make women chase, and I always talk about this, is having purpose and ambition, right? You see, when a man is focused on his goals, he's passionate about his purpose, that right there is magnetic. Women are drawn to men who have direction, because when you have direction, you're less dependent on her. A lot of dudes don't have direction, and when you don't have direction, that makes you more emotionally dependent on women, right? And then it'll make you chase women instead of chasing your goals. That's why it's better to chase the goals instead of chasing these hoes. Okay, number 2. He creates emotional tension, right? The guy that can create emotional tension is the guy a woman will chase. Meaning, all this means is her emotions are involved, right? You stir up her emotions. It's not about what you really say or what you do. That means nothing if you can't stir up her emotions. And these could be good emotions. These could be bad emotions. But when you stir up a woman's emotions, it makes her want to put effort and get involved. For some reason, women love emotional shit, right? Why you think they watch these little sad ass movies, right? Because it gets their emotion going. So it's the same thing. You can't always be available, right? But when you are available, you're present. You're enjoying the moment. You're creating a vibe with her. That's the key. It has to be a healthy balance. You feel me? You see, emotional tension, this keeps the attraction alive, right? This gives her that space to invest and pursue when you're not always available. Because when you all up on her, girl, and she know that she got you, you think she gonna put in the effort? If she already know, all right, this dude is here 24/7, always on my line, you think she really gonna put in that effort? Nah. But it's when sometimes you're there and sometimes you're not there. You feel me? That's going to build the attraction. Number 3, he has high standards. You got to have high standards, including with women. This means you can't just go off face value and she got a fat ass and her hair is long, so that makes you just, all right, she's the one. No, a lot of times it be those same ones, fat ass, hair long, that have your ass crying in the corner down the line because her insides was ugly as hell. So you have to be the type of man that focuses on substance instead of the surface, right? Because anybody could look good on the outside, but how she gonna treat you on the inside? You feel me? Number 4, he has to be confident without needing to prove it. So you got to be a man that's confident, and you got to know that you're confident. See, confidence that's quiet, calm, and grounded and stable, that's the confidence I'm talking about. Not this fake shit trying to be all macho and loud. Like, nah. See, when a man knows he's confident, and he's confident without his ego being involved, that signals emotional maturity. And that's something that's rare when it comes to us men, right? It's a lot of men out here that's very emotionally unstable, and so they have to try to prove themselves to women. And then here's the thing, though. When you're proving yourself to her, it makes her seem like, okay, she's the prize. She's the one that, you're trying to impress. That's why I say never try to impress a woman, man. People either gonna see your worth or not, but never try to prove yourself. Because when you prove yourself, sometimes you end up losing yourself, and we don't want that. Number 5, he leads, but he respects her autonomy, right? So this could mean like you take initiative, you make decisions, you steer the ship, But at the same time, you have a healthy balance to where you allow her to have her space, her time, and her independence, right? It goes back to it. Like I just said, you got to have a balance with women. You can't always be available. And this is not trying to play games. I'm not talking about manipulating, trying to act like you're busy. No, this is why I say you got to have a purpose. Because if you got purpose, you're not just going to be always available. You can't be always available, right? Because you got to dedicate that time to your goals, to your mission. So when you have that in your corner, that's going to naturally not have you be all up under her, you know? And then she's going to end up having to like earn her spot in your life, and that's what you want. You don't want to just freely give a woman access to you all the time. Nah, let her know it's certain things that come before you, and women like that too. They'd rather you have things that come before them. They don't want to just be always the first priority, like the main thing that you focus on. It's gonna be a turnoff. You feel me? See, this creates polarity when you have that balance. It creates a healthy masculine feminine uh dynamic, and this dynamic, this allows you guys to prosper, right? Because if she got a life, you got a life. When y'all come together, y'all gonna have more fun with each other. You're gonna have a better time, and this, that, and the third. But you can't always be up underneath her. All right. Number 6, he's emotionally available, but not overbearing, right? So all this means is that you're not a closed book. You share a little bit, but you're not constantly spilling your emotions to her, because again, that's a big turnoff. If you always she's gonna be like, damn, boy, you feel me? You gotta have that balance, because when you got that balance, well, all right, a balance makes a woman feel seen and not smothered, safe and not overwhelmed, right? It'll make her respect your time more. That's what it comes down to. All right. So be emotionally available, but don't be too emotional. You can't be too emotional. Number 7, you have a life outside of her, right? This means you hanging out with your boys, you on your purpose, you fulfilling your goals, you hanging out with family, you doing your hobbies, playing basketball, going to the gym. You have a fulfilling life already, right? So that means you're complete without her. And when a woman knows that you're complete without her, it makes her want to join in, right? See, dudes don't take the time to make sure their life is complete without women before they hop in a relationship. And when if you're not complete without her, then you're going to be incomplete with her regardless, right? You're still not going to be complete, even though you got a girlfriend. So you got to make sure that your life is fulfilling, because when your life is fulfilling, then that means, hey, you A-okay with being single. You're not just going to settle. You're just not going to put up with anything. All right. So make sure you complete and that you got a life outside of her. She shouldn't be your whole world. I always say this. She only wants to be a part of it, my guy. Just a part of it. Scarcity creates value. You got to remember that. This goes with anything. And the economy, I don't care what it is. Scarcity creates value. The more you're around, your value goes down. But the less you're around, it creates that attraction. And then she's going to value your time more as well. Because if you always up under it, that's when they start to take you for granted. So you got to have a life outside of it. And then I got a bonus one for y'all, man. The man that knows how to flirt without overdoing it will make a woman chase, right? So this means like you use charm, body language, and humor, and you tease and you engage with her. But you're not overdoing it. You're not coming on too strong. You're subtle with it. So this could be like, all right, let's say, you teasing, you flirting, but at the same time, you know how to have restraint. You see, flirtatiousness, that builds the attraction, but restraint, that creates the chase. When that makes her think like, damn, okay, he flirting with me, but he's not coming on too strong. Like, he's not overdoing it. It's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And it's going to get her thinking like, man, do this dude like me? measure up? Am I worth being with her? Like, that's what. And like I said, that's how you get a woman in her emotions. Going back to the other point, when she start thinking, you get a woman's mind, then you can break her spine. I'm telling you, that's how it works. Been there, done that. But yeah, know how to flirt. That's why if you don't know how to flirt, I got some videos on here that'll show you how to flirt. Over text and in person. So check out the archives. You feel me? But yeah, man. That's it for this video. If you made it this far, I want you to put chase, because a lot of times it's us as men doing the chasing and then wonder why they run away, and then, and then you back at square one. Nah, we gonna flip the dynamic, right? You wanna just, if you focus on you, it all comes down to you, like putting yourself first and focusing on what you have to accomplish as a man, right? Because once your mind is on the things you have to get done, on your values, on your time, on you spend your energy on yourself, you protect your energy, then a woman sees that and was like, okay, that's going to make her want to invest in you and want to put in the effort to talk to you, to spend time with you, right? Because she knows, okay, this dude has very important things that he's after, right? And so I know that I have to come correct, and I have to value his time, or else I can easily be out of his life with the drop of a dime. You feel me? So yeah, man, just write chase down below. Let me know if you ever chased a woman and how it went out, or how it turned out. I already know the answer. Trust me, you ain't got to tell me. I know what happens when you chase. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. To the next video, you already know what it is. It's lit.